rising flood waters threatening parts of New Brunswick, Quebec, and Eastern Ontario. More than 2,500 homes have been flooded, and more than 1,000 other families have sought shelter.
I must stress that this still is a very difficult and hazardous situation, and we are certainly not out of the woods. In fact, we are just entering.
Dozens of streets are underwater in Fredericton, where the St. John River is rising fast. Floodwaters there should peak tomorrow. In Edmundston, the flooding is less severe and should start to subside on Wednesday. Quebec is hardest hit in terms of numbers, especially south of the capital. In just one small city, Sainte-Marie, at least 500 homes are flooded, with the Chaudière River rising by as much as 25 centimeters an hour. Around Montreal, they're bracing for their turn. In nearby Rigaud, 25 homes have flooded and another 100 are at risk. Further west, the Ottawa River threatens communities in both Quebec and Ontario.
It's shocking to see that. I've never seen anything like it before.
A 72-year-old woman died yesterday when a road was washed out. There is a strong sense of déjà vu in many of these affected areas. Just 2 years ago, they went through a similar ordeal. And tonight, Simon Nakanenchi focuses on Quebec to see how they're better prepared.
They called in the big guns early this time. Canadian forces rolled into 3 regions of the province today. Their mission, to shore up shorelines against rising waters. Some ended up slinging sandbags in their own backyard.
There's an excitement because you know that you're going to help some people, and we're helping our neighbors because we are from Laval.
But elsewhere, it was already too late. In the Beauce region south of Quebec City, hundreds of homes were already flooded. Alain Tiverge had to be evacuated by boat. I've got the clothes on my back, he says. The rest of my stuff is scrap, if you ask me. It's probably all floating from one end of the street to the other. In and around Montreal, homeowners braced for the worst, yet to come. Melting snow further up north will soon be rushing downstream.
I'm really scared this year, yeah, because they don't know when it will happen. It's tomorrow, this night, after tomorrow, God knows.
Here in Laval, pallets of sandbags line the streets. Many residents have already put up makeshift flood barriers in front of their homes. This house got flooded in 2017. This time, its owner isn't taking any chances. He's already raised it by over a meter.
I wasn't there 2 years ago as a premier, but I think we all learned lessons, yeah.
In 2017, levels had already spiked by the time the Army was called in. This time, everyone's acting faster.
Well, I mean, we got 2 pumps going at 24 hours around the clock, and the water's coming in faster than it's being pumped out.
For now, Quebecers are trying their best to protect themselves and their homes. Besides that, there's not much to do except watch and wait for the water. Simon Nakaneshny, CBC News, Laval, Quebec.
So when rising waters threaten your home, you can face an excruciating dilemma. New Brunswick authorities drove that home today.
So we've been talking a lot about rising water, and I think we need to also make sure we don't ignore the fact about rising stress and tension. Some of the leading causes of this stress is people I know torn between wanting to stay in their residences, wanting to preserve their property, set against the need to be mindful of their own personal safety.
In Fredericton alone, 200 homes have been affected. The province hasn't ordered any mandatory evacuations, but commended residents who chose to leave voluntarily.